Hi, today I'm doing a limited color palette drawing challenge. That means I will take a random color palette, and the drawing I make will have to use those colors and those colors only. So the first step is obviously to generate a random color palette. I used the website coolors.co, and this is the color palette it gave me. So let's get started. I found this picture on Pinterest of a 1950s fashion model, which I used as a reference. So this sort of became like a 1920s inspired poster advertisement for a nightclub with this lady holding up a glass, a martini perhaps, I don't know, I don't drink, so. And this big line across the canvas is going to be a shadow, because I wanted a bit of mysterious, spooky vibes. And I was thinking it could be a good use for the darkest color in the palette. And then I start to do line art, which I quickly abandon. Instead, I decide to block out the colors first, just so I have an idea of how the final piece will end up looking, and if the colors will be balanced correctly. A good thing about using pre-planned color palettes is that you already know that the colors will look good together, and all you need to do is figure out how to apply them. I do one more refined sketch, mostly just to make sure I get the face right, and I decided not to do line art for this piece, so I just start putting the colors down. Each color is on a separate layer, so it's easier to add shading later. Everything under that top shadow gets mostly obscured, but I leave just enough of an outline so that I don't completely lose the shapes. I color the eye and the glass with lighter colors, even though the objects in that area should be completely in shadow. When it comes to art, not everything needs to be 100% realistic, because I still want those to be some of the focal points of this piece. In a similar fashion, I wanted to make the shawl appear a bit transparent because I didn't want to lose the shape of the figure and the pose. I tried to add a little more visual interest in the bottom right of the canvas because it was looking a bit blank, and so I tried experimenting with different patterns and shadow shapes. Eventually, I settled on the shadow of the lady, and since it's spooky season, I decided that she was a vampire. Decided to commit to the poster aspect more and added some text. The slogan I picked because of the idea of vampires being eternally young, and I also incorporated a bit of vampire iconography to the text. I added a border around the poster to help tie it all together, and this is the completed piece. If you like this design, it's now available as an art print on my InPrint gallery, and I'll leave the link in the description below. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter @KaylinVerse, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching!